Yeah. The last time I wrote a song was in a college bathroom, scribbling my life away on scrap after class. Soon lacking on the grades, considered the time wasted. What I learned today was I failed and I hate this. To have my efforts graded and subjectively misplaced with teenage wastes of space with bank statements loaded with the commas. I do not belong with all yous, nothing but a slave for squalor on the bench watching ballers like holler. If you got some debt now, you're in full effect. If you're poor, let me hear some chest pounds. If you're insecure, show them how the hollows get down. Walk like you were never dead as if you're so.
Good morning, Raiders. I'm Tony, and your Skyline Scoop starts right now. It's Tuesday, and that means it's time to check in with Jordan and Alejandra.
Let's go sell the radio. Let's go sell the new TV. Let's go sell the stereo.
Hi, I'm Alejandra Castañeda.
Hi, I'm Jordan Allen, and this is...
Tea time with Math Cluster, especially Rogelio Mendoza.
Okay, so rumor has it, right, that you, the math cluster, and the science cluster has serious beef. What do you have to say about that?
It's nothing much, pura cosa leve. It's something just between certain people. It's not a big deal. Just something to pass the time, I guess.
And also, everybody says the math cluster, you know, is the smartest cluster, you know, the smartest, the highest ranked. Would you agree with that statement?
I would agree with it for our class specifically. I don't know about the other classes. Like my rank is 9, so I really don't care.
That's your good.
9.
All right. Next question.
Next question, really? So who inspires you with your number 9 being?
Myself, because I want to push myself to my limits. I want to see how far as I could go.
Okay, so what inspired you to become student body president?
Class president. And
Class president,
yeah.
okay.
And it was just myself because I just want to have a good senior year. Like, just good senior year. And then I want to make everything good, fun, and cheap for everyone. For all these classes.
I heard cheap. Cheap.
Especially like the prom situation, like with the senior class this year. I'm trying not to have that for our year.
Okay, smart. Good stuff. Good stuff. What do you want to be when you grow up? Do you want a career in math? What kind of career?
I want to have a career in math, and it would be in the field of engineering. But I honestly don't know what I want to be. I still have time to figure it out.
Okay, so being in the math cluster, you have bonded with some of the people for about 3 years now. Do you guys have like any traditions, any handshakes or whatnot?
Yeah, we got a handshake.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never.
We don't have a specific handshake, but you can say we've bonded for 3 years. We're close, and we have multiple traditions. So.
Good stuff. You ready for a joke?
Yup.
Wait, why can't a number keep still?
Because it's not even. It stays in one place, I guess.
Excuse me? Oh, no. It's what kind of number keeps still?
Oh.
What kind?
A negative number?
Nah. It's a Roman. You get it? ROAMIN. Numeral. Oh, my gosh. She also has a joke. What's your joke?
I have a joke. I don't really like my joke. But why do teenagers travel in 3?
Because they're scared of clowns, I guess.
No, because they can't even. They can't even. Okay,
together.
our last little tidbit. Let's do a math trivia. 2 times 2.
4.
8 times 8.
64.
Oh, that's not correct.
That's
It is 64. Please don't come here.
Wow,
Okay,
that's
20
my
times 20.
400.
Oh, square root of 64.
8.
Oh, I just said that. Square root of 144.
12.
Excuse me. You were not in the math cluster last time I checked. Get it together. 20 times 85.
1.
Isn't it 1,700?
1,000.
I'm probably
That's-
wrong.
Like 1,000. 85 would be
You got it. You got it. Keep thinking.
1,800.
It's 1,700. You're wrong.
Come on now. And
That's what it feels too, so.
Wow.
Wow.
And that's the end of math trivia. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Here's Angel Galvin with your day in review.
Hi, my name is Decepticons, and this is your Beyblade Battle Tournament. Today is World Party Day. This seems like a self-explanatory holiday, right? Like, I don't have to explain it, right? Because I don't want to, but like, the NSA is watching me right now, so I guess I'll do it. Just party everywhere, that's it. Goodbye.
Now it's time for your ACE activity.
The wisest person I ever met in my life, a 3rd grade dropout. Wisest and dropout in the same sentence is rather oxymoronic, like jumbo shrimp. Like fun run, ain't nothing fun about it. Like Microsoft Works, y'all don't hear me. I used to say like country music, but I've lived in Texas so long, I love country music now. I hunt, I fish, I have cowboy boots and cowboy, y'all, I'm a black neck redneck. Do you hear what I'm saying to you? No longer oxymoronic for me to say country music. And it's not oxymoronic for me to say 3rd grade and dropout. That 3rd grade dropout, the wisest person I ever met in my life, who taught me to combine knowledge and wisdom to make an impact, was my father. A simple cook. Wisest man I ever met in my life. Just a simple cook. Left school in the 3rd grade to help out on the family farm, but just because he left school doesn't mean his education stopped. Mark Twain once said, "I've never allowed my schooling to get in the way of my education." My father taught himself how to read, taught himself how to write, decided in the midst of Jim Crowism, as America was breathing the last gasp of the Civil War, my father decided he was going to stand and be a man. Not a black man, not a brown man, not a white man, but a man. He literally challenged himself to be the best that he could all the days of his life. I have 4 degrees. My brother is a judge. We're not the smartest ones in our family. It's a 3rd grade dropout daddy. A 3rd grade dropout daddy who was quoting Michelangelo, saying to us, "Boys, I won't have a problem if you aim high and miss, but I'm gonna have a real issue if you aim low and hit." A country mother quoting Henry Ford, saying, "If you think you can or if you think you can't, you're right." I learned that from a 3rd grade drop. Simple lessons. Lessons like these. Son, you'd rather be an hour early than a minute late. We never knew what time it was at my house because the clocks were always ahead. My mother said for nearly 30 years my father left the house at 3:45 in the morning. One day she asked him, "Why, Daddy?" He said, "Maybe one of my boys will catch me in the act of excellence. I want to share 2 things with you." Aristotle said, "You are what you repeatedly do." Therefore, excellence ought to be a habit, not an act. Don't ever forget that. I know you're tough, but always remember to be kind. Always. Don't ever forget that. Never embarrass mama. Yeah. If mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. If daddy ain't happy, don't nobody care. But you know, I'm trying to tell you. Next lesson. Lesson from a cook over there in the galley. Son, make sure your servant's towel is bigger than your ego. Ego is the anesthesia that deadens the pain of stupidity. Y'all might have a relative in mind you want to send that to. Let me say it again. Ego is the anesthesia that deadens the pain of stupidity. Pride is the burden of a foolish person. John Wooden coached basketball at UCLA for a living, but his calling was to impact people. And with all those national championships, guess what he was found doing in the middle of the week? Going into the cupboard, grabbing a broom, and sweeping his own gym floor. You want to make an impact? Find your broom. Every day of your life, you find your broom. You grow your influence that way. That way you're attracting people so that you can impact them. Final lesson. Son, if you're going to do a job, do it right. I've always been told how average I can be. Always been criticized about being average. But I want to tell you something. I stand here before you, before all of these people, not listening to those words, but telling myself every single day to shoot for the stars, to be the best that I can be. Good enough isn't good enough if it can be better, and better isn't good enough if it can be best.
That's all we have for today, Raiders. Be sure to catch up on all things Skyline by following us at Skynet Broadcasting. And to make sure you never miss an episode of your Skyline Scoop, sign up to receive mobile broadcasts by texting at SKYN to 81010. Catch us every day right here at SkynetBroadcasting.org and listen to tomorrow's hits today in the cafeteria and anywhere in the world with Skynet Radio. I'm Tony, and from all of us here at Skynet Broadcasting, thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the flip side.